Hey budgeties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Mo. I am 29, working on me and my husband's financial freedom journey. And if you're returning, hey friend, woo, it has been a little minute, y'all. Okay, we got some things. So life has been turning me every which way but loose. So I decided I needed a little break from social media because I feel like when you're going through something and it's fresh and it's emotional, or life is changing, whatever it is, right? You just need some time away. You keep it close to the heart. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. So if you've seen, I don't know, maybe the caption, or you've seen actually the thumbnail, you guys already got a gist of what's going on here. But long story short, my husband was laid off. And even prior to my husband being laid off, I decided I was gonna take a little break because I've been going through my own situations with my job, but not laid off, money still coming in. So it just happened to be that my husband ended up getting laid off. So I was like, oh yeah, this is confirmation that your girl needs to take a little break, okay? So I kind of still went over my October, like my husband and I were still doing our October budget. And if you know me and you've been watching these videos since 2020 when I started, you know I'm kind of like a control freak. And it's all an illusion. I know I'm not in control, God is, but I really had to sit down and do numbers, okay? So your girl's been doing numbers. So what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna go over some October stuff, right? I never showed you guys my first paycheck for the month of October. I say mine and my husband's. He got paid a full amount. And then I also am gonna talk about the second paycheck for October, which was just my husband's final check. Then we're gonna talk about my husband's severance package because that is in the conversation. Because there's just a lot going on in life or whatever. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing okay. I hope life is just not hitting you with a 2-piece or whatever, or a 3-piece, like a boom boom and a kick. I hope not, because it's got me by the hair. But that's okay. So I was doing the first paycheck budget because, like I said, I'm that person, okay? So when I say I mean me and my husband, but I already wrote it like down. I never really closed it out. I closed out some stuff that I knew, So we'll talk about that, and then we'll do the second paycheck budget, and then I'm gonna go over also like our plans on how we're gonna move forward with this, my husband losing his job. I don't know if you guys knew this, but previously I was already saying, my husband and I were already saying like, oh, we're probably not gonna stay in New Orleans forever. We just need some time. And I just feel like God was like, y'all are just a little too comfortable. Let me just push y'all a little bit. So why am I bringing this up? I'm simply bringing it up because we're thinking maybe we need to, hurry up our time schedule a little bit. So that's for discussion. Okay, so we're gonna go over this first paycheck budget. If you don't know, I am a pilot girl, okay? I love a good pilot pen. They write so well, and I bought some more. Yes, because I'm obsessed. Pilot, if you want to sponsor me, thank you. But yes, this is the Pilot Precise V something. Is that a 7? I don't know. Rolling ball, okay? Super fine point. Look at that. Love that. Boom, boom. Okay. So that's what I wrote this in. I was getting my regular check. So that was $2,396.01. My husband got his regular full-time check. So that was $1,596.54. These are actuals. So I'm going to write these in actuals. Okay. And then my husband also has the commission check, and it was a little skimp, if you will. It was $579.15. But as long as the outcome is income, word to Drake. So I'm just going to put this down for actual. Oh, and then also starting off with 0 because we like to try to zero base. So goose egg there. This was actually $2,396, 1 cent, and he actually had $1,596.54 plus his commission. So let me pull out my handy dandy calculator and get into that. So that's 2396.01. Okay, and then we're gonna plus 1596. Yeah, 1596.54, and then we're gonna plus 579.15. Okay, so we brought in including commission, quite a bit of money. $4,571.70. So a good amount of money was brought in. So where do I begin? So basically we have these regular bills. I feel like before we go over it, I need to just go ahead and just get a fresh page, talk about how we have decided to move forward, because I think it will explain some of the numbers on here. Okay, so first things first, my husband was devastated, okay? He won't say he was devastated, but I know he was, because both the jobs that I have and my husband has or had was straight from college. He interned with this not even agency, company or organization, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. It was a company. He interned with them, and he lived in 3 states with this company. So I know he was hurt because he just didn't see it coming. And I know that saying that people are like, oh, don't have loyalty, but I think it just hits hard when stuff like this actually happens. I want to say thank God that we budget our money and we plan stuff out, because we're nowhere near as bad as it could be, right? Like, it could be a hot diggity dog mess, but it's not. So I'm trying to be positive in it. I will say a couple weeks ago when it happened, maybe it was 3 weeks ago now, I was distraught. But I was playing it cool because, you got to keep a cool face. Because I'm just like, wow, what do we do? But we're not in a bad position. So let's get into the numbers before we get into the actual paycheck. So you can already see marks on here. I don't like that. But okay, first things first, we have a high yield savings account that we already had. It was like a travel account. It only had $1 in it. So the first thing we decided to do was change that travel account into a life account. That's what we literally called it. So we have a life account now, okay? And it's a high yield savings account. So this is what we're gonna be saving money into, okay? Save money into, okay? Why am I bringing this up? Because we are altering our goals, right? Altering our goals. If you've been watching this channel previously, usually it's paying off student loan debt, like $3,000 to $5,000 a month going to paying off student loan debt. That won't be happening anymore, okay? So currently, for the time being, right, while we're trying to figure out life and situate what we're gonna do next, we won't be putting that big lump sum towards debt, okay? So no more, extra money to student loans, okay? Now, one thing is that my husband's student loans are not due because he had that save plan, which is in litigation or something like that. So we weren't making payment. Well, we were just doing his base payment. So, but now we won't be making any payment towards his, okay? So no payments to owe student loans. Now, my student loans does have a bill of $197. So we're gonna do the minimum. That's what we first thought. Then my husband was like, well, it accrues about $200-300 a month in interest. So let's do the minimum and add the $200-300 for the interest. So we're gonna do, for mine, student loans, the minimum plus interest, okay? So the loan won't go down, but it won't go up. It'll be staying the same until we readjust, recalculate, whatever. We are literally pivoting, okay? This is just life. Life is life. That was such ugly, but that says altering our goals if you don't know. So no more extra money towards student loans, no payments to my husband's student loans, and my student loans, we're only going to do the minimum plus interest. Another thing that we're altering is giving our IRA money. We were trying, and we still will be trying to max out our IRA, but we're going to do it at a later date, meaning we know that the IRA, you can continue to contribute to 2024 by, I think, tax time sometime in April. So I don't think we're going to give too much. We might give some to our IRA, but we're not going to try to, plunge a lot of money towards it right now. Okay, so IRA, I'm going to just say delayed. Okay, because that's what we're doing. We're delaying the IRA contributions, and it's supposed to be $7,000 for him, $7,000 for me, and we're at about $5,000 per person, a little over $5,000 per person. So we're not horribly far away, but We just gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, so another thing that we're gonna be doing is canceling some stuff. So we are canceling our YMCA membership. Okay, on here you can see $0. I actually found out that we have to pay for November. This was for October, so I did not know that. They told us that we have to like tell them 30 days before, because remember, $70-something. So we decided to cancel that. We still have to pay for next month, but that'll be $70-something we save, right? That's what we're doing with that. What else are we doing? Oh, another one is we are decreasing our fund money. Okay, we are still gonna have some type of fund money because we're not that strapped, right? But usually we get $50 a paycheck. Here you can see it's $35 for him and then $35 for me, instead of 50 and 50, right? Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing. So here I put emergency fund for savings, but really this ended up being the life account I was referring to. So we had $2,499 that comes from his commission, as well as like whatever was remaining after the bills. Okay, so we can kind of close this out actually. So first things first, I didn't, although I budgeted $0 for YMCA, I still am gonna keep the $0 because in our bill payment account we kind of had the 70 something, so it'll work out perfectly fine. Okay, so that's 804. That was 151.60. Internet is 51.50. Phone I paid 178, and that's for me, my mom, and my husband. Subscriptions is 22. We gave my husband student loans nothing. We paid the bare minimum of mine, which was the 197. Our life insurance is 104.28, and then our car insurance, I hope it does not go up, it's 234.02. That was another thing that was irking me. So somebody hit me, I got the ticket, I went to court for it, and they just said, oh, if you decide, in according to Louisiana, if you decide to say that you're not at fault, we're gonna give you a later court date. So I actually gotta go back in December, and then we shall see. So no updates on the car insurance or the ticket as of yet. Okay, so $4,571.70 is what we're saying is the actual what we brought in. Let's go ahead and add up these fixed expenses. We have 804 plus 151.60, and then plus 51.50 plus 178 plus 22 plus 197 plus 104.28. Is that what that say? 104.28, yes. Plus 234.02. Okay, $1,742.40, which is not bad if I do say so myself. $1,742.40. Okay, so we're gonna take this number and we're gonna subtract it from the actual total. Okay, so that's gonna be $4,571.70. So we actually have a remainder of $2,829.30. Okay, $2,829.30. So this is actual, we kind of maxed out on the food, and then we just gave gas, and then fun. Other little tidbit, October this month, actually this week, was our 1-year wedding anniversary. It's just been like a lot all at once, okay? Just a lot. But you know, we're just doing the best we can. So I bring that up because I was like, oh, where else can we save money? But then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna skimp and save money too much when we have a whole wedding anniversary. We didn't spend a lot of money, but we did spend some money and we had fun. So, you know, life is lifing. Okay, so this is 200. And then we're gonna say plus 60 for his gas and my gas. Then we're gonna plus 35 and then plus 35. All right, I'm still gonna get into the severance package. I just wanna get this out the way. So this is $330. So we're gonna take 330 and we're gonna subtract the $2,829.30. So now we have $2,499.30. Yep. Sounds about right to me. 2,499.30. And that's literally what we did here. We just did $2,499. I initially was like, we're gonna give the IRA something. And I was like, no, I don't wanna. So what's remaining here is actually 37. So this is what we did for the first paycheck. We knew at this time my husband lost his job, but again, he had already got his first paycheck and his commission, which, you know, I don't know. I have no words for that. Okay, so we're gonna do the second paycheck budget, but before we get into the second paycheck budget, let's also talk about, okay, so altering our goals, and then we're gonna talk numbers. That's number 3 here, okay? I'm gonna skip a space just in case I change and say I change, but just in case we like add any more altering goals. Okay, number 3 is the numbers. Okay, because yes, there are some lows, but there are some highs. So first things first, yes, my husband lost his job, but he got a severance package, and then also I got my raise and my bonus. So, you know, so with my husband's severance package, let's do, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I hope I spelled this right. Severance. So he is going to be getting his severance package for 3 months, for 12 weeks, I think 12 or 13 weeks. And how it works is he's not getting a lump sum. He's getting paid out like he would regularly get paid out. And I know you guys are like, oh girl, you are overreacting. Oh, he's still going to get paid. Hear me out. Yes, he's going to get paid, but then what happens? So basically his severance package starts from November and it ends in January. Okay. Yes, usually my husband makes about $1,500 every 2 weeks, but he usually gets commission on top of that. So without the commission, he should be getting $1,500 every 2 weeks. I don't know what the numbers are going to look like until November hits. So we're expecting $3,000 a month, November, December. January is a 3 paycheck month, but we were also told in his severance package that it's the weeks that they're doing is only going to include one of the 2 weeks for the last paycheck. I hope that makes some type of sense. So November, December, and January, we're expecting $3,000 a month. That's $9,000 total that we would be expecting. Okay. Boom. Severance. We're going to be expecting $9,000 total. It may be over, it may be less. The reason why I'm thinking it could be over is because once my husband was let go and all of these things, we decided to look into his what is that called, his 401k. Come to find out, okay, the man was giving 9% to his 401k. So I'm trying to see, are they going to be giving any more to his 401k? I don't think so, because we were also able to move his 401k out of the company's 401k and into a traditional IRA. Okay, so I don't think so that they're going to be taking the 9%, which to me means that his check would be more money, right? I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. For me, let's talk about the numbers. Okay, well, that's November to January. So with this in mind, is this good? Yes, but we do plan on saving this. So the life account, we do have a goal. What is our goal? I'm about to tell you guys. Let's just put this down here. We're going to put down here for goals. Okay, so moving forward as we're maneuvering a new plan in life, I don't want to give it away too much because we're still trying to figure it out. But we have this life account now, and this would be to like move or adjust because like I said, we don't want to stay here too much. The goal for 2025, or let me think, what's the terms I want to say? Okay, yeah. So there's a goal of May 2025, and that goal is going to be $15,000, okay? Plus. Why do we want this? We want this to be able to move. We're thinking about obviously moving out of state. Maybe that's not obvious. And then, you know, if we're going to rent somewhere or whatever we're going to do, we want to have enough money because moving is expensive. Mind you, when we moved to New Orleans, my husband's job had moved us here and that cost them $6,000 to $7,000. Okay. So we're just trying to go from there. Another goal is our home account. We have a home account, like house. Maybe I'm gonna say house account. I don't know. So we currently have $10,000 and 200. I'm gonna put that here. $10,224.88 in this account. This $10,000 was given to us when we got married by my grandmother to purchase a house. Cool. We haven't touched it. It accrued $224 in interest. Our goal though for this, by the same time, we're gonna say we're just about the same, right? And we're just gonna say 2025. So we want to have at least 15,000 plus, because wherever we're moving is probably where we decide to buy a house, right? But when you move somewhere, you gotta have a job, you know, you gotta figure out where you're gonna live, you gotta do all the things. So in time, maybe not too far out goals, but still goals. So let's backtrack a little bit to the numbers. Why I'm bringing this up is because $9,000 is what we're trying to get to our life account. Now, if we see on this first thing here, life account has $2,499. It really actually has 25 because, like I said, it had $1 in there already. So life account currently has 2,500. So I don't feel like we're doing too bad. You're gonna see the second paycheck. We gave a good lump sum also to life account, at least in the budgeted area, because I also have a raise. So let's put here Mo's raise and increase. So I got a bonus of $1,600. Granted, you know, taxes be taxing. And then I also got a raise. It was a 3% raise. But so let's put that down. 3% raise and $1,600 bonus. I think it was $1,600. It might have been $1,800. But I think, you know, because of the taxes, it's hard to tell. But I also went ahead and adjusted my 401k contributions, okay? For now, y'all, just for now. So I was giving 9% and I brought it down to 5%. So my checks should be bigger, although this check that you're gonna see for the second paycheck is gonna be huge. This is so long-winded, I'm so sorry. But I'm just trying to break down to you guys like what we're doing in this process of my husband being laid off. Okay, now let's get into, the second paycheck, y'all. The second paycheck. So, do this one more time. This is paycheck number dos. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in a little bit. There we have it. Okay, so we're gonna budget it out, and then we're gonna say we're starting off with $0 because you know we like to zero-based budget. So we're gonna say my full-time, and then we're gonna say his full-time. Now, this is his last paycheck, normal paycheck, right? Okay, so this is for my full-time with the increase and the raise, and this is my husband's last full paycheck. So let me just give the numbers out because I feel like I'm talking for 7 years and 55 days. So I brought in $3,727.53. My husband, so this is for 2 weeks, right? But he only worked less than a week for this. So his check ended up being only $573.53. His severance package starts in November. So keep that in mind. Okay, after he gets his last check. That was his last check. So let's do the numbers. So we got 3,727.53 plus 573.53. So that's $4,301.06. Okay, so our total is $4,301.06. Still a lot. And I was telling my husband that like this is the most like regular paychecks. We don't even bring this in. So, you know, woosah, okay? Woosah. So, okay, fixed expenses is bills. If you don't know, we do split our rent between both paychecks, the beginning and the end. So right here, we're gonna do 804 because our rent is 1607. So we just, you know, do it like this. Total out 804. So we're gonna take that 4,301.06 and we're gonna subtract 804. So now we have 3,400. Okay, $3,497.06. That's a 7. Okay. Then we're gonna go from fixed expenses to variable expenses. Okay, and first things up, we have our food, we have our fun, his fun, my fun, And I say fun, but it could be like his haircut, it could be, you know, stuff like that. So this is not changing. Food is $200. That's $400 a month, each paycheck. His fun is $35. My fun is $35, and gas is $30 and $30. And gas kind of went down here, so that helps. Okay, so when we add all of this up, it's $330 every time. It's gonna be $330. So we're gonna take $3,497.06, and we're gonna subtract 330. Okay, so we have a remaining balance of $3,167.06. Okay, then we're gonna go to debt. So let's do some arrows, because I know you're like, oh, girl, you said you're not going to do extra, but remember I said we're not doing extra debt payments. However, we are going to try to just pay the interest on my student loans, because the balance will go up. So if anything, it just don't go down. I guess that's the goal here. So for my student loans, the interest has been like $200. So that's what we're giving there. And this is only because we're not in a horrible position. Like if we were really, really, really bad off and he wasn't making it, like getting a severance package or anything like that, bet your bottom and your top dollar, it will be $0. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have $3,167.06. We're gonna subtract 200. So now we have $2,967.06. So it's holiday season. So why am I bringing that up? I'm bringing it up because one, we kind of have stuff already situated for holidays. And two, my husband is obviously trying to get another job, but it might just be an interim job. And because it's holiday season, he'll be able to get a seasonal job. So that might determine what the holidays are going to look like for us. Why am I bringing this up? Because in my mind, I was like, oh, we should definitely be saving, you know, in our sinking funds. But I'm thinking now that maybe we shouldn't, and we should just go ahead and use the sinking funds that we already have. Okay. So remember when I said I'm gonna give the IRA something, but it won't be, you know, it won't be a lot. So we said that the house account, we want to get it up to $15,000. We're giving it something, but we're doing it sparingly. So we're gonna give $100. So for his IRA, we're gonna give $50. For my IRA, we're gonna give $50. We're still investing something. And then for the life account, yeah, it's getting excessive. So we're gonna do $2,700. Because like I said, we're just altering life out here. So it's 27, 28, and then that's 29. So we have a total $2,900. That means there's gonna be $67 left over and 6 cents. I did that on purpose. I know we're supposed to zero-based budget it, but I did it on purpose just because I want to make sure if we have any buffers, you know, with our accounts, we get everything situated, okay? So, yeah, $2,900. So $2,700 is going to that life account. So with that being said, $2,700, right, plus the $2,500, we already have $5,200 in the life account, and the goal for the life account is $15,000. Why am I bringing this up? Because when my husband gets his severance package, all of that is going to the savings. So this is what we're assuming. I hope this is less than what it's actually going to be once he gets, you know, the paychecks or whatever. We can update come November. But once we add that to this, or maybe this, the plus, let's put a little plus back here. It'll be way more than the $15,000, and we'll be good to go for our actual life account. I can't attest to how much my actual paycheck's gonna look like. This is not gonna be it, okay? This was the raise and the bonus in one, and I'm so grateful to God for that. But like I said, I've been having my own situations with work. So there's that. We're just in a big transition period in our lives right now. Let me zoom you guys out some. Okay, yeah, we're just in a big transition period in life, and that's okay. I think a door is closing for us, and that's okay. I'm just not one to talk about door is closing until I close the door. But listen, they closed the door on us, okay? They closed the door on my husband, and I feel for him because I know that hurts. That's a pain when you feel like you've been loyal to a company. It hurts, but that's okay because God has bigger and better things planned for us. And like I said, sometimes we in life get a little comfortable and then they shake the table. But here we are. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been a minute. I apologize, but you know, life has been lifing. I will be coming back because I will be doing the November budget. It's gonna be an estimate because I don't know what the numbers are gonna look like. I hate that. Yes, I have control problems, clearly. But I like consistency, you know? I like a good, stable, every 2-week paycheck, and you know what the numbers are looking like. But it's okay. So I will do the November budget because November is about to be upon us, okay? And then that's holiday season. So we'll see what it's looking like. I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and like not unsubscribing because I went on a little, you know, leave of absence, if you will. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.